Hey everyone, welcome. This is the first video to my channel, sort of an introductory video, tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing, what we hope to accomplish. As you can see, the title is Fundy Chess, and Fundy is me. That is, my name is actually Justin. It's a nickname I was given that I've had like 20 years. I'll go into that in another video. Just want to go over some of the things that we're hoping to accomplish, hoping to do, what it's going to be all about. Obviously, it's going to be mostly about chess. I've just started playing the game, I guess, in September of last year. We were on lockdown, pretty much locked down anyway. Had a very small bubble. Um, and I used to play years ago. I played, my dad taught me when I was, I think, 7 or 8 years old, up at my great grandparents' cabin that we used to go to, taught crib, uh, things like that, and checkers. And we learned something. There was no, I'll age myself, but we're at the cabin, so there's no internet. It's not glamping like it is now. We were roughing it. At 7 o'clock, it's night out. 8 o'clock, it's down. I don't even remember if there was electricity, but there probably was. Anyway, so we learned the game. I didn't learn like openings and getting the competitive and things like that, but I really enjoyed the game, and I understood sort of the moves and the way things like that. I could play the game. And then sporadically, as I get older, I started not even picking up the game really until in my mid 20s. I was working at a hotel graveyard shifts, and one of the housekeepers also loved to play, and we had a board in the housekeeping office. So on our breaks, we'd go down and we would play. And it's interesting because there were some openings we just came up with on ourselves. We've never studied. I've never studied openings, anything like that. I will say right now, like my highest rating was 1357 on chess.com, which is where I mostly play, which isn't great, but it isn't, as someone told me, it's not a scrub either. But once COVID started and I was looking for things to do, you kind of get bored just sitting around reading. You can watch TV and all that, but I kind of got back into playing chess again. And I, almost to a fault, am hyper competitive. So if I'm going to learn something, I want to do it well. It was the same when I started to play darts. Grabbed a dartboard, ordered a set of darts, started practicing until my arm hurt. Because if I'm going to do something, I don't want to be bad at it. I want to get really good. So that's what I started doing. And I started watching YouTube videos. I started watching Gotham Chess. I started watching Hikaru Nakamura. Eric Rosen, I think, was the first one that I actually came across in his videos. And you start looking at these videos, like people using the Stafford Gambit and things like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that looks absolutely crushing. Let's use that and start playing. Well, my rating started plummeting for the simple fact that I had no idea there was this chess boom going on. Um, I'm not the only one that just started picking up the game and had decided to play. And so I was losing a lot. And so I started studying a little bit more. I started watching more and more videos more and more often. They're recommending, these main three guys recommending puzzles, learning mating patterns, learn a few openings. I got down to like 890 or something like that. It was horrid. And I remember Hikaru and Levy did a video on opening tiers for beginners and another one for intermediates. Even though I was losing, maybe it's ego, I don't know. I still considered myself a bit of an intermediate, but I watched both videos. And one of the pieces of advice that really stuck with me is they said, learn a couple of openings for white, learn a couple of openings for black. And for Levy, he got more specific. Learn the Vienna for white, learn the Caro-Kann for black, and you'll get to 1300. And I did that. I took that advice to the T. And I got, within a month, I went from 890 to 1299, and then it's been up and down since then. You start to play the good players who know sort of how to refute those lines. So I've learned a couple more. But I watch the guys, and I notice their videos, they're always from Twitch. Now, to me, Twitch was always about gamers. I didn't know, right? I had guys, from what I knew about it, guys were going there. They were playing video games. People were watching them and playing and paying money, or paying them money to do it. Well, I signed up for Twitch so I could watch the GMs and IMs like Eric and Levy, and GMs like Hikaru, and play their games and learn from them and watch the videos watch their streams and stuff like that. And then I got to the idea, well, I was looking for something to do myself, more things to pass the time. I'm a very, very sociable person. I love to be out with the boys. I love to be with hanging out with my son. My son's 21 years old now, but because we had our bubbles and he lives on his own or with roommates, and so we couldn't see each other as much. And I mean, that sucked, but not hanging out with my friends. Could play webcam darts, which was semi-social, but it was going to work. It was coming home. It was maybe playing on the computer, watching movies, that sort of thing. So I thought, and I saw a couple of other guys on stream who were chess players, and they were small streamers. And one guy, he was called Chess Dabbler at the time. I watched him, and he was, pretty good sense of humor, small streamer, and I'm like, I could do this. I have a very sarcastic sense of humor, so the banter. Now that I do have a Twitch channel, I will put that link in the description below, and come and join the community. We have really good times there. The banter is hilarious. A lot of and people who are very good, so I'm learning a lot from them as well. And I joined. I didn't really care. I wasn't about making affiliate and seeing if I could make a living off of it, make the big bucks like you see the GMs do, or even some guys who are good players but they're not titled, making decent money. I wasn't interested in that at all. I am an affiliate now, and I do have a few subscribers. I've only been streaming for about 7 weeks now. And one of the things, so I started looking, and the community, for it to grow, and I'm hoping it does now because I'm having such a good time. I look up on YouTube how to get your Twitch community to grow, and one of the things I came across, Alpha Gaming, was a guy, Harris Heller, another guy, great content, a guy you want to go to if you're thinking about streaming. Show you how to set it up. His friend Sam, who does a lot of his editing and stuff like that, they'll show you how to set it up on the cheap even. You don't need all super expensive equipment, and I followed what he said to the T as well. But one of his videos was how to grow your Twitch streams, and what he says in almost every single video he does, make YouTube videos. I'm a social person, but I'm not one of those that gets in front of a camera. Like, this is weird to me to be talking to the camera like this. And so I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start making some videos about my games and analyzing them. I'll show the blunders because there are many, and same with puzzles because we've made some big runs on the channel. For us anyway, most of the people that play are anywhere between just started 3 weeks ago, and a couple players are actually rated 2,000 that come and play games with me and help me learn, and it's great. Again, link to the Twitch channel will be in the description below. But so what I'm going to do is things like that. I'm also an avid sports enthusiast. I'm a huge basketball fan. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada originally, now living in Victoria, British Columbia, but all the Toronto sports teams, basketball, hockey was my first love, but then it became basketball. So yes, I'm a Leafs fan, and yes, I know. So there will be some sports commentary and videos and other things. I will be focusing mostly on the chess to begin with anyway. And that'll be, hopefully I can get one video up a week, and we can see what we can do. I will say in advance, this is very new to me. I'm not the most technologically sound person, so I will be watching videos, and any advice people can give, I am more than happy to hear in the comments. I will talk with all of you in the comments, and we'll take any suggestions you have as far as making better video suggestions, things you want to hear, or want to talk about. When I start to learn the game more, I might do my own sort of recaps, but that's like of tournaments, but that's like, that's down the road. Because I watch recaps and I still don't understand the thinking of the greats like Magnus Carlsen and guys like that, how they come up with their moves 7 moves in advance. That's just something I, need to hope to get to. Anyway, yeah. So I will start that pretty quick. Hopefully, I'll have my first one up this week, and yeah, I hope that they come around. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks for watching.